Breaking news, attempted capital murder charges filed against the man at the center of that dramatic standoff.
The sheriff announced those charges about 30 minutes ago. The suspect accused of injuring 4 members of law enforcement since Wednesday night.
An officer was shot in the leg at Silhouette Drive. EMS is en route.
Okay, what you're listening to, that is emergency radio traffic as the standoff, it unfolded in Humble overnight. Teron Green eventually gave up, hanging onto the arm of SWAT equipment. It's called a rook that they used to ram into the home where he was hiding. Now, all of this goes back to Wednesday night. ABC 13's Charlie Edsity begins our live team coverage from the Harris County Jail.
Charlie, how did this all unfold since Wednesday?
Yeah, Rita, Jacob, there is so much to work through with this entire situation, and so I'm going to carefully, walk you through all of that. But we know this morning Teron Green is in HCSO custody here in the jail downtown, and as you mentioned, facing very serious charges, 3 counts of attempted capital murder. And so he was at the center of an intense manhunt that lasted about 24 hours, and we want to show you again how everything ended in very dramatic fashion. So this was the crazy ending to that standoff. Green was pulled from a home while clinging to a piece of heavy equipment called a rook. Now that was being used multiple times, the rook was, by law enforcement to basically punch a bunch of holes in the front of that home, tearing it apart, presumably trying to locate where the suspect was hiding inside that home. So the search for Green began back on Wednesday night when he was pulled over for speeding and allegedly shot an HCSO deputy multiple times before then taking off. So that, of course, started an intense search to find him, eventually leading law enforcement to the home in Humble yesterday afternoon. Well, as deputies approached, a woman and 2 children were leaving that house, and the woman apparently confirmed Green was inside. And that's when the man allegedly fired several times at the deputies. 2 were shot in that incident, one with HCSO, the other with the U.S. Marshal Service, and another deputy marshal was also grazed by a bullet in that incident. So at that point, the standoff began. Multiple agencies carefully worked for 5 hours to bring things to an end just before midnight.
He saw that we were going to be relentless. We weren't going anywhere. We had strong support out here. Perimeter was set, and I think he probably realized that it was kind of the end of the game at that point, and there wasn't going to be anything else to do.
And at this point, we are awaiting to hear when Green will make his first appearance before a judge. So, of course, we will keep you updated. Charlie Edsity, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, Charlie, thanks so much.
Well, the sheriff says that the deputy who was first shot on Wednesday is actually doing very well. Joseph Anderson, though still listed in critical but stable condition. Sheriff Gonzalez says 3 other members of law enforcement injured last night are also expected to be okay. One was with the sheriff's office, 2 others with the U.S. Marshals Service. One of them, we're told, grazed by a bullet.